everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another hair and makeup tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys how I got to this super pretty soft gold look, and I'm also going to show you guys how I got these cute little braids. So if you want to see how I got this look, just make sure to keep on watching. Before we get started though, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little notification bell, that way you get notified anytime that I make a new upload, because we create looks over here and they be popping sometimes. Not to toot my own horn or anything like that, but yeah. Anyways, so let's get into this tutorial. We're gonna start off with hair, of course, because you know how I do. We have a hair sponsor today. Shout out to Kisslove Hair company for sponsoring today's video and sending over this super cute curly units. I'm going to leave all of the information for this hair down below in the description box as always, so make sure to check there to get a link to the exact wig that I'm wearing, as well as all of the details, including the length, hair density, curl pattern, and all the other stuff. And to secure this lace down, I'm going to be using my favorite lace adhesive from Ebin. This is their Supreme Holds Lace Adhesive. So I'm just going to get this lace together real quick, cut off all the extra, and then we'll get into this cute little hairstyle that we did today. I'm super excited about it because it just turned out so cute. I was definitely inspired by a post that I saw on Pinterest. Like, Pinterest is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm just like on there scrolling for forever. A couple days ago I saw a cute little video of like all of these like braided hairstyles that different hairstylists did on their clients, and it definitely inspired me to try a little like braided hairstyle with this lace unit. The frontal on this wig is 13 by 6 inches, so you have lots and lots of space to do like super cute hairstyles and stuff. But yeah, once I was done cutting away all that extra lace, I went ahead and styled my edges, and I pulled a few pieces of hair to the front. I put those little pieces of hair in like a messy twist to keep it away from everything, because I'm gonna do the braids first and then I'll go back to those little pieces of hair and like style those after. Next, I went in with my rat tail comb, started getting my sections together for my cornrows. I definitely wanted to make sure to, I also used my hot comb to make sure that my parting space, I also used my hot comb to make sure that my parts were perfect. I didn't want them to be, I also used my hot comb to help me out with my parting. And yeah, after that I just went in and did my best to create some cute little cornrows. I'm not like the best braider in the world. I be trying though, like I try so hard, but I'm definitely not the best. It takes me like a while to get like my cornrows right. Sometimes I'll like redo them a couple of times before I get them to look like exactly the way that I want them to. I did about like 6 or 7 of those though, just in the crown area, and I braided them about halfway down through each section. So now that we're all done with our braids, they look so cute. I'm gonna go in with my curling wands and curl up the little bangs that we placed to the side. This is the same curling wand that I use to do my edges. You guys have probably seen this before. I'm gonna use that to curl those little pieces of hair that we left in the front, and I'm gonna go in with some scissors and trim those pieces up as well. I wanted some like shorter pieces and some longer pieces just to kind of mix it up a little bit. So this is kind of like what it looked like afterward. I think that's pretty much it for like the styling and stuff like that. I think all I did afterward was get the curls together. I went in with some warm water from my spray bottle and just wet the hair first and defined those curls using the Lotta Body wrapping foam. Love this stuff. It's definitely like one of my favorite wrapping foams and one of my favorite products to use when I'm like trying to define some curls. So I went in with a bunch of that stuff and just ran the finger combs that through the hair, made sure those curls were popping. Oh, you know what I did? Okay, so I was in a beauty supply store like I always am. And I was in the beauty supply store and I saw this olive oil sheen from ORS. Honestly, guys, I bought this for like purely for nostalgia reasons. The smell of it always just like makes me feel like so warm and fuzzy inside. So I bought this oil sheen. I sprayed it onto the hair in the back as well as the braids. And I'm actually kind of glad that I did this in the long run. After the hair dried and everything, the curls had this really beautiful shine to them and it just looks like super like luscious and healthy. I got it because of purely for nostalgic reasons, but it ended up working out so well and making the curls look super poppin'. So, you know, that worked out really well. And that's it for the hair. It's such a cute little hairstyle, perfect for the summer too. Like braids during the summer are my favorite. Love them. Thank you so much again to Kisslove Hair Company for sending over this lace unit. So now that we are all done with the hair, let's get into this makeup look. So I've been trying my best these days to start out with some skincare and show you guys what products I've been using. I'm on a roll, it's been looking good and everything, so I definitely need to come up with a skincare video soon. I'm going to add some serum onto my skin first. I'm using the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid. I literally use this product every single day. It's definitely one of my favorite products right now. After serum, I'm going to add some eye cream. Ole Henriksen sent over a PR package not too long ago with all of like their brightening products. This is their Banana Bright eye cream. I have used this before in the past. It's a really good eye cream if you have like darker circles and stuff. Definitely one of my favorite products from Ole Henriksen. So I'm going to add that onto the under eyes next. And then for moisturizer, I'm using one from Peach and Lily. This is their matcha antioxidant moisturizer. It has a really nice texture. It's not like too thick, not too thin. So I use that for moisturizer. And then for primer, I'm using one from One Size Beauty. This is their Secure the Blur primer. Ooh, this stuff is awesome. It's smoothing. It grabs onto foundation super well, makes your makeup last forever. And then for foundation, I'm using one from Makeup Forever. This is their HD Skin Foundation. Love this stuff. It's so nice. It looks like amazing on the skin. You guys already know I'm like more into like light to medium coverage foundations these days. And I love how this literally just like melts like butter into the skin. It looks so nice. Definitely recommend this if you're more of a person that enjoys like something more like natural looking when it comes to foundation. It's really beautiful. I'm still a full coverage gal though when it comes to concealer. So I definitely like, you know, like the full coverage concealer. That's just like my vibe. You know what I mean? So I've been loving this one from Benefit. It's their Boing concealer. I think that's how you say it, but it's definitely like full coverage. I'm mixing two shades together today, like one that's lighter on the inner portion of the under eye, and then I use like a darker one on the outside to help it blend into the foundation a little bit easier, like have that really nice transition going on there. Love this concealer. It's fantastic. I'm then gonna go in with my cream contour. I'm using one from Huda Beauty. I've been using this quite often actually. It's their Tantour bronzer and contour cream in shade Tan. And of course we gotta go in with like a liquid blush because you know blush be out before we're ready for it to go. So we gotta have like some sort of base underneath like our powder blush just to make it last a little bit longer. So I like to use a liquid blush underneath my powder blush just to make it, you know, last just a tad bit longer. It doesn't have to be all day, but just a little bit longer. Now I'm going to start adding like all of my powders. I'm going to set my under eyes and like the concealer portion of the show first using Laura Mercier's Loose Translucent Setting Powder in shade Honey. So yeah, we're going to be using that powder to set everything. I'm also going to use this powder later on to bake, but I'm just going to do a very light set with it initially. I'm going to do a little bit of powder foundation as well. I'm only using a little bit though, just to add just a tad bit of extra coverage onto the under eyes and a little bit of extra brightness. I'm using MAC's Studio Fix powder in shade NC42. Just a little bit though, just a little bit. Then I'll go in with that Laura Mercier powder again and do my bake. And again, not too much. We're not like taking it all the way across the under eyes. I'm more so using this technique to snatch the nose because I don't really like to nose contour. It's just not my thing. So I just do like a reverse contour by baking the sides of the nose and the bridge of the nose. Then for powder bronzer, I'm using one from Colored Raine. This is my favorite bronzer right now. It's in the shade Cinnabe. If you have not tried Colored Raine's bronzers, I don't know what you're waiting for. They're awesome. They definitely have my stamp of approval. I literally use this bronzer like all the time though. It's like that perfect warm tones shade. It just makes the skin look just fabulous. Love it. And for blush, oh baby, I done talked about this blush so many times. I'm not even gonna get into it, but it's definitely one of my favorites. It's the BH Cosmetics Bellini blush palette. I'm definitely like a blush fanatic, so I usually go like pretty crazy with my blush, but at this point I just embrace it. I don't even care anymore. I did get this tip from Painted by Spencer. He suggests that you like blend your blush kind of like into your under eye area, and I've been doing that lately and it looks so cute. It's such a vibe, guys. Definitely give that tip a try. It's everything. I'm not gonna get too crazy into my brows because it's kind of like same. I've been using like the same products, like the same technique. So I like to use a brow pomade. This one from KVD Beauty has been working out for me. I've been using shade dark brown, and then I'm just gonna set those little brow hairs with some brow gel from Huda Beauty. Then next I'm gonna go in with Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Skin Concealer in shade 4.5 to clean up the bottom portion of the brow, and I'm also gonna add that onto the lid space to prep for shadow. So I'm going to start off this eye look using one of Danessa Myricks Color Fix. I believe this one is in the shade Gold Mine. It's this really beautiful like golden base type of situation, like cream color for lack of better words. So I went in with that product first, and I just kind of like built the look up from there. Honestly, I wasn't really sure what I was doing going into this look. I just knew that I wanted to do something like really gold, like on the lid space and very like soft, if that makes sense. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little smoky liner. So I went in with One Size Beauty's Point Made liner, I think it's called. It's the black one, and I added a little bit of that onto the lash line, smoked it out with some shadows from Colored Raine's Rebellious Nudes palette. I used the darkest brown from that palette to smoke out the liner, and I went in with a slightly lighter shade of brown to just kind of further diffuse it outward and make sure it's nice and soft looking. And then to bring back that like boldness of the black liner, I went in with a little bit of black eyeshadow on the directly on the lash line, as well as the lower lash line, and kind of like winged out the inner corner. At that point, I was kind of feeling myself. I was like, you know what, let's take it up a notch. Like, you know, do a little extra liner situation on the lower lash line. So I used that same black eyeshadow and that darkest brown eyeshadow from the Colored Raine palette, and kind of like added a little extra like liner on the lower lash line. So it looks like a double winged liner on the inner corner. I went back in with that Danessa Myricks Color Fix, the gold one that we used on the lid space, and added that right in between those two little lines to bring some like, you know, glow into the inner corner, brighten that up a bit. After that, I was kind of like, you know what, I think this is good. We're gonna stop there. So I moved on to the waterline. I used LA Girl's like this retractable pencil liner in shade Super Bright on the inner core portion of the waterline, and then I used that same black eyeliner from One Size Beauty on the outer portion of the waterline. I wanted a little bit of extra glow like on the lid space, so I remembered this like gold eyeshadow like from Pat McGrath's Mothership palette. It's like one of those like those special eyeshadows that's like unique to her, but it has this really pretty like gold reflect in it. So I added that onto the lid space, and I think that's it for the eyes. I went in with some mascara and lashes. I used MAC's Magic Extension mascara, and the lashes that I used are from Ebin. I've been loving these. I got them from the beauty supply store, so they got them for the low for like $6 or something. And they're the Ebin Duchess lashes in style Zirco. So now that we are all done with the eyes, I'm just gonna move back into the skin, kind of like add my highlight and everything, and then I'll go in with like my little lip combination for today. The highlighter that I'm using is from MAC as well. It's their Extra Dimension Skin Finish in shade Oh Darling. Love this highlighter. It's like in all of my videos. It's one of my favorites for sure. Then to line the lips, I'm going to use this new lip liner that I got recently from NYX. This is their Loud Liner. It's either Line Loud or Loud Liner. I don't remember which it is. I'll put the shade name as well in the description box because I can't remember the shade name for the life of me. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. And of course, you guys already know I'm like super into nude lips, so we gonna do a nude lip because that's like my go-to. And the lipstick that I'm using today is from Huda Beauty. It's their matte liquid lipstick in shade Girlfriend. And of course, we gotta finish this look up with some setting spray. I'm using Benefit's Professional Super Setter setting spray. And that is it. So that is the look. She cute. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love the way that this look came out. It was such a vibe. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Definitely let me know what you think down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm sending lots of love to you, and yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next one.